Hey, what's up guys? The Clash Royale balance change has just powered up Pekka in a big way. Pekka's range got a ridiculous increase by 33%. So now she unexpectedly slashes at units and towers from much further away. The ranked 77 player in the world is pulverizing the best players in the game using this Pekka bridge spam deck. Spam archers and knight as often as you can because they're evolutions, and when you find opportunities, go in for a battle ram. Especially when opponents unload Elixir and overcommit into a Pekka, this deck has rapid punishing potential. When you have archers split up and a counter pushing Pekka, throw a knight in the other side to tank for the other archer, and drop a battle ram in the side that your opponent's weak. As all your spams charging through, they'll be forced to drop units down the middle to give you value. The magic archer will seize the opportunity and steal a ton of damage. It's time to slash through with the new best Pekka bridge spam deck to assert dominance. And this deck is bound to get even better when Evolved Zap releases soon. If you only have one evolution, use archers. And if you don't have Evolved Knight or you're using Evolved Zap in the future, swap out the Knight for a Bandit. And massive magic archer love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make the daily videos possible. Yo, we got a game against someone with the Lava Hound banner. And they got Lava Hound in their name, so I feel like it would be against this guy's religion to be playing anything else. I'm going to cycle my archers in the back first play, and generally when we are playing Cannoneer, we want to make sure that we have our archers in our hand or magic archer. It's nice to have that source of splash damage and rapid fire attack speed. You want to be able to pummel those bait cards that are going to potentially give you some problems. All right, we're in a magic archer anyway, just because he's going to give me the knight right in the face of that. That's so much damage. It's hard for me to pass up on that type of value. Also, maybe we're going to be able to go and stop the knight from locking. Oh, I mean, the knight is going to be a problem for sure. Do we go battle ram here and then archers afterward? I believe he only gets one hit on our tower if we go archers. Wait, the archers aren't targeting what we wanted it to. Oh my gosh. That was deplorable for a second, but we salvaged the situation because our luck level is over 9,000. I did not deserve to get away with not losing my tower there. That was ridiculously close, but Cannoneer is really busted against Balloon. If you guys are unaware, if a Balloon is targeting your tower and it's left alone and you have a Cannoneer, it only gets one shot on the tower. A Princess Tower, on the other hand, will take 3 shots from a Balloon. That's basically everything out. So, you know, you can't ignore a Balloon if you're running a Princess Tower, but you definitely can with a Cannoneer. And as you guys can see, if we're playing against Beatdown, whether it's Lava Hound, whether it's going to be Balloon, whether it's going to be something with Electr GI, Cannoneer is always better in this deck, and that's why the professional player at the highest rank is using Cannoneer. However, if you don't have Cannoneer, the deck still works wonderfully without it, and it is played still by a lot of other top-level players without the Cannoneer as well. So hopefully we can kill this Inferno Dragon, but I think we're going to lose the tower. Oh wait, 23 HP! It's still alive, just...
I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing.
Not really. It's kind of like a card that got resurrected just to troll our opponent. I don't know. It's there in title, but not actually in actuality. It's not rooted in the real world right now. Oh, we kind of are playing a video game, so it makes sense, you know? Nothing's real. It's all an illusion. Okay, please. Please, just kill the knight. We need to kill that knight as fast as possible so that our Princess Tower, or I guess our Cannoneer Tower, can retarget onto the Balloon. The Evolved Knight will take out the entire tower all by himself. He's going to Thanos it. He's going to Thanos it. Let's go. Oh, no. Wait. Why is nothing happening how I thought? Okay. We still might be able to take a tower here on the right. I would just be very happy if that would happen. Please. He's going to snowball and say no. Oh, my goodness. Chill, my guy. Why are no towers falling right now? Why are we failing to take everything? Okay, we need a magic archer and we need to drop archers. We know poison will take the tower. I think we just magic archer. Definitely better, right? It'll take the tower and kill the minions. And then we can go archers here. And then we can go battle ram on the other side to pull back the knight. So then he can't go in for an aggressive play with a Balloon. We can pull back the Inferno Dragon using our knight. The battle ram will take the tower on the right. And now he can't go in for a Balloon because the Balloon's just going to die. If we're able to zap and use poison, if you guys are unaware, poison slows down units. It's not by much, but it does slow it down by like 10%. So because of that, we were able to swiftly secure defense, and it shows how broken Cannoneer is when you're running bridge spam. Cannoneer makes it possible for you to ignore more stuff to spam more Elixir on offense. And when you're running bridge spam with an Elixir advantage, you're bound to break through and deal disastrous damage. It's time to pop off the Cannoneer and put in the Princess Tower, just to show the more accessible version of the deck. Hey, this guy finished 336 in the world. We've got a total challenger as soon as we evolve to level 15. So as you get higher and higher in the ranks, you're going to have to level up your cards more and more. So if you guys haven't leveled up all of the cards in this deck, it does work with just one evolution. And you can also swap out the knight and maybe like put in bats if you really wanted to. Or swap out the magic archer and put in evolved bats. And then, you know, just run bandit instead of the knight. That's generally stuff that I would do if you were not level 15 and you didn't have 2 evolutions. Bandit works a lot better. than Knight in this deck if the Knight is not evolved. So I'm going to go for the Knight directly on top of the Miner, and we're going to be able to shut that down. Maybe we're able to go in for a Pekka here. I kind of want to drop our Pikachu. I choose you, Pikachu. That's what I want to say and do for the meme, but it's not the right strategy. It's better to go and cycle our archers, cannibalize those bats, and then spam a battle ram in our opponent's face instead, because we're going to be up a lot of elixir, and he just sacrificed an entire tower. Why did a rank 300 player in the world just lose a tower like that without any care or consideration? He looks at it and he's like, yeah, you know, seems right. Seems okay. He's definitely running some aggressive deck. There's no way he would be able to get away with it otherwise. So can our magic archer hit the spear goblin? Nope. Okay, I feel really bad about that. I thought we lined it up perfectly, but I guess not. So we're going to go for a Knight afterward because the battle ram's going to connect to our tower. And if the battle ram is going to guarantee the connection anyway, why would I cycle the Knight before I had to, right? Because that gives him more of an opportunity to go and drop a magic archer, or drop a bomber, or drop something that we don't want to see. Definitely going to zap here, and I don't want to go for poison because I think he's probably going to have a 3 Musketeer deck. If it's going to be giant 3 Musketeers, I need to have a Pekka and a poison at all points in time. So, oh no. I mean, there's a strategy. There is a strategy, guys. Call dropping a battle ram, getting him to go in for a card that he doesn't want to, and then ghosting directly on top of it. Let's go. His reaction speed was so fast that it hurt him. And then I think we can, oh, if I magic archer at the right point, no, it's going to hit a lot of the bats. Wait, that was worth it, maybe. We can kill the bats fast enough. There's a vibe. Yo, I think most of the bats are dead. We don't have to overreact on defense here. We can just use the Evolved Knight, and it should be able to kill most of the barbarians. Only one of them will be left over on our tower. He's going to zap, and he's going to spend all of his elixir. If we can get a battle ram down, it's going to tank for the spear goblins. There's no way we defended that. Our tower's at 500 HP. This is going to be a crazy close victory if we can get it. I'm going to poison directly on the 2 Musketeers so he doesn't get counter push, and on the tower. And then I think we go Pekka directly on top of the Musketeer, and then we can go for a Knight afterward. And we have to get ready with the zap against the Goblin Gang. He's definitely going to go zap counter with some other stuff, though. Trying to bait out our zap here, but I'm not dropping it. We can go for archers on top of the Miner. And maybe... Oh, no, we lost the tower. Oh, dang it. This is going to be really sketchy now. I have to go battle ram, and I need to get damage right now. We're going to zap directly on the Goblin Gang. That's not going to be enough. The battle ram should break through, and then we can magic archer for the rest of the damage. Let's go. Magic archer is going to line up the W, as this game is intended to be, right? Magic archer is my favorite card in the game. So, you know, it deserves to collect the wins every time. And even a top 300 player like Kane still couldn't endure the crucible that is Pekka Bridge Spam. Hey, we got a game against someone with an Electr Giant in the banner with also a graveyard. You know, there's never been an Electr Giant graveyard deck that I've seen that was successful, just because the Electr Giant doesn't have that much damage per second and also the health. You know, it's great when it's supported by lightning and it can reach the tower and stun everything, and then you rack up damage over time. But when you are using it in conjunction with the graveyard, there's so much more cost-effective strategies, like Giant Graveyard. For 5 elixir, you get a lot of health, and then, you know, you can go and sauce in some extra spells, where the Electr Giant, it requires a lot more elixir, and you won't have room to dish out those spells as much as you need to remove the minion horde or whatever's on top of the graveyard. Anyway, we're going to be trying to put our opponent in a really grave situation if we're able to get a magic archer down and zap on top of this Inferno Tower. The reason why we're going to wait with the zap is because we want to catch him off guard. We want the Pekka to be right on top of it and then munch on the Inferno Tower like that. Now our opponent's in a particularly bad position because obviously if the magic archer is surviving and then we get a Knight in front of it, this magic archer is a menace to society, getting 2 slaps on the tower there and the Knight following through with some delicious damage as well. So my favorite thing to do against firecrackers is keep them alive so that I can activate King Tower with it. Obviously, that was not as intended there. I wanted to kill it, and I wanted to go and take more of his tower, but if I can keep it alive, it makes a pretty good situation for me. Obviously, if our opponent is going to go for a Inferno Tower there, that's a -1 trade. And also, that Battle Ram was intended to just, you know, give us a King Tower activation. It wasn't meant to give us a positive elixir trade on offense as well. Anyway, I want to go and pulverize our opponent with a Pekka right now because, first off, we activated King Tower, so one of the wall breakers didn't connect. Secondly, he doesn't have his Inferno Tower in cycle, so how is he maining to melt a Pekka? I mean, you can distract a Pekka with bait cards, but we've got archers, we've got a railed ghost, and we have a zap in cycle. So this is a very unorthodox time for our opponent. I don't think he's really ready for a defensive sequence. Anything that he drops, like those goblins, will get chained onto by the magic archer, and then the magic archer shoots faster than the tower, so he'll always get that one hit, unless he logs like he did there. So let's just go Battle Ram because he doesn't have goblins in cycle, force it out another Inferno Tower, and continuously keep him in a bad card cycle. If you keep your opponent in that terrible card cycle, they don't have the answers they need. If he goes Wall Breakers, we should be able to counter it with the Evolved Knight and Also our Rail Ghost. We can cycle our Pekka in the back because the Rail Ghost is compromising our opponent's position to go aggressive. Oh, he's going to go into us. Wow, all right. Well, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't think that would be even a remote strategy. You're going to get a bunch of damage because evolutions are broken and there's no way to stop that without a building. But at the same time, it's not even that bad for me because I'm able to prioritize this offense with a poison directly on either the Inferno Tower or the Firecracker. And then I think that we're in a good spot because we can also go Battle Ram in front of the Pekka, then go for a Rail Ghost, and we'll be back to Zap. Wait, the Knight is tanking for so long. The Pekka didn't even get targeted for a minute there. That's insane. Then we can go for the Zap with the Barbarians and the Rail Ghost. Then we can spam a Knight and then go Battle Ram right again. Because we got this Ghost going at our opponent, kind of getting ghosted by the rest of our cards and not able to lock onto what he wants. Like, look at the Magic Archer staying alive, sticking on the tower like Spider-Man. And now I think I'm able to go for a poison preemptively on top of the Goblin Drill. When the Goblins spawn, they're immediately going to get greeted by a poison and a Zap. And I think the Barbarians take the tower then. I think that the Barb locks onto the tower. This is going to be a lot of damage. It should be 2 hits. Oh, come on. Clash Royale, what are you cooking right now? Fine. I don't appreciate it, though. As long as we're able to kill the wall breakers, which doesn't even happen, I think that situation just went as well as it possibly could have for our opponent, and he's still losing the game. So, I don't know what to say about that, besides that was pretty lucky. Oh, wait! What? The guy has Tornado with Inferno Tower? That's the first time I've seen that. I mean, I do not see Tornado in this deck combination at all. I was hoping to click the Golden Knight ability directly into nothing, because it would just die. Didn't happen. He's going to go for a log. The Firecracker should end up being able to finishing this off. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to go for a Zap, and then I'm going to try to cycle the 2 poisons and win the game from that. Dude, the Evolved Knight is so unfair. It was tanking for the Battle Ram for a century. So even though the Battle Ram was destined to die there, because the Evolved Knight feels like it's cheating death, having infinite health, it kept the Battle Ram alive in a situation it shouldn't have, so then our opponent died. Essentially, what I'm saying is, in the zero-sum game of Clash Royale, someone has to get sent to the Shadow Realm. And we put those Wallbreaker skeletons back in the ground where they belong. Hey, so getting into the game against Ghost. Wow, he's not going to ghost me. Instead, he's going to be spamming as viciously as he possibly can. He's a spam texter, my dudes. So, first thing for us is we're going to go in for the Battle Ram counter push with the Pekka. The Pekka is going to be built for this one reason, of tanking for our Battle Ram and hoping that we can make a parade push that will actually result in something meaningful. I don't think it's going to work out very well here, but there's always a chance that we can zap on Skeletons and reset the tower onto Barbarians away from the Pekka. Oh, please! Come on, Barbarian! No! That would have been magical. That would have been sincerely one of the best possible positions. Now he's beating his chest as he's beating our tower and beating me. So this is not good. This is not a good time for us. If we're able to find a way through someone that's running a really aggressive deck with pigs and rail delivery and skeletons, it is one of the more difficult decks to match into in Clash. So I would like to win this one ideally. I'm going to cycle the Knight directly on top of the Archer Queen so then it doesn't give them the amount of time to replenish the ability. Because if they can get 2 abilities down, then they're just getting positive elixir trades for days. One thing that I do like to do is I want to go for the Pekka on top of the Rail Hogs because you're able to one-tap the pigs if it's working in conjunction with your tower. However, if I cycle it in the back left, it might entice our opponent to spam on the side that he doesn't have as much damage in, and that would be really beneficial for me because I could ignore a lot and use that elixir advantage to pummel our opponent. Unfortunately, he's not falling for that trap card. So he's just like chugging the zap, I guess. Interesting. All right, I see you. We can go for a Magic Archer immediately to force the ability further away than he wants to drop it. And then I think we can go for Evolved Archers. Magic Archer locking on the tower is surprisingly good. Wait, that did a lot more damage than I thought. And then we can probably go in for a Battle Ram. And if that Archer Queen dies, we might be in an amazing position. I'm going to zap on Skeletons to the left. He has to drop them. He has to drop them. That Battle Ram should connect. Oh, dude! Somehow, some way, he was able to afford a cannon and evolve Skeletons. This guy is cooking. And I don't want to get cooked by those Skellies, so I'm going to drop a Magic Archer. You guys already know. The tale of losing to evolve Skeletons is traumatizing. And when it happens once to you, you're saying never again. All day, every day. So I do think the Magic Archer might lock on the tower if he messes this up, but it didn't happen. We're just going to split our Skeletons instead. Poison does not kill that Archer Queen unless we poison plus zap. I don't really want to do that. I do think that could be an okay play. Actually, screw it. We're going to poison, and we're going to go in for a Magic Archer. And then I think we're in the best position possible to maybe even go for Pekka at the river. This could work out really well, or dual lane pressure is even better, right? Let's go in for a Battle Ram. This Archer split again. We've got the Evolved Knight on the right. And I think this could do something if he's just struggling on defense, because it's really hard to mechanically keep up with everything. We're also going to go for a poison for more guaranteed damage. If the Magic Archer locks on a tower, we win. Please, Magic Archer, just hit the tower for the 2-time. One more. Yes. So I want to be able to defend this with Evolved Archers and then just go directly back to a poison and win the match. Is he not even going to try to spam us? Oh, he knows it's over. Yeah, he's like, it's Jover. I'm not even going to give you the satisfaction of cannibalizing my pigs and subjecting them to the meat grinder that is the Evolved Archers and Rail Ghost. Instead, he solemnly sat there as we took his towers and toasted in victory. Hey, we are locked in for this match. We're playing against Satan, so we can't lose against him. Otherwise, we're going to get dragged down to the depths of despair in hell. So, sir, the Phantom's push, this guy is indescribably scary. Not going to lie. I can't quantify the level of just torture that we're going to have to endure in this match if this guy's running a bait deck. And he is running it. He is spamming Goblin Gang and Bats and probably going to end up having a Goblin Barrel if I had to guess. Or maybe Recruits. But either or, I don't love playing into either of those decks. Wait, is there a chance that Satan's going to get punished for his sins? Maybe he's playing Mega Knight. Oh no! I thought it was going to be Mega Knight and we would counter it with the Pekka. But honestly, this is a bad matchup for me. And he's saying good luck. He really is Satan. Saying good luck to the opponent sarcastically when you have a good matchup means that you're not necessarily the nicest dude. So the name fits. The name fits. All right, so we're going to be dropping our archers in the back, and then we're going to go in for either a Pekka or I guess we can go Magic Archer. He's crying at me as he does damage. All right. We're not going to be throwing fits even though your name fits, bro. So we're not going to get tilted. We're going to go in for our Pekka possibly later stages of the game, but not right now. We're not trying to speedrun its death into an Inferno Tower. Instead, we'll try to get a positive elixir trade, dropping our bomb, a spam later on, but we're not going to bombard you too early on and give you huge elixir investments. Now with the Inferno Tower to cycle, I could get frisky here. We'd start to spam our Pekka, Evolved Archers in the middle, and I think he's kind of astonished by the fact that, these Evo Archers are going to mess him up real good. There's no way that he's thinking that this is going to be an easy defense, especially with the Goblin Gang out of cycle. He has to now go in for the Evolved Bats that are destined to die. The Zap's coming down. I think he's dead. Not today, Satan. Get out of our game. Though it feels really good to have this happen. The one thing that is a pretty drastic downside is after the Evolved Knight got a nerf, it doesn't necessarily attack as fast as it should. So sometimes wall breakers can explode in your face, causing you a lot of damage. Just be wary of that, as we wore down his 3-crown, snagged a win, and made Satan go out with a bang. And even after getting eliminated, the devil was still laughing in the end. It feels good beating this absolutely evil bait deck. Maybe he wasn't even rooting for his own cards. When you get the right push rolling, Pekka has the power to punish opponents immediately and steal wins. And that's why this top ladder Pekka deck will never die. Slash the like button if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.